Hello Libra, and welcome to your weekly Astro Tarot reading. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you for viewing my video. Don't forget to hit the subscription button and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you want to be notified of any future readings, then press the bell button. Please remember, not all this is going to resonate with you. Please take what you can and disregard the rest. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, and also for cross-watching. So if you're here to look at what's coming in for someone who knows a Libra, then that's great. Okay, so we're going to pull you a couple of cosmic energy cards. We're going to see what the universe has to say. What are the energies that we're needing to focus on this week? And yours has gone on the floor, Libra. So, okay, this is the second time this card's been out. So this is open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow. Let the love flow in. So it's about being open and being open to change and open your heart to maybe seeing things in a different way, Libra. You are quite a balanced sign as well, so it's that ebb and flow again. But again, it's open your heart. What you're going to have to be open to this week in order to let something good come in. And you know what? Not just opening it a little way, opening it fully here. So there could be some energy that's saying, you know, you're not open to receiving what's coming in, all right? Can we just practice a little bit more love, a little bit more appreciation? You know, live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. So this could be about appreciating this universe that we're living in and opening your heart and being accepting and loving and appreciating everything that's going around you. It could be nature, it could be appreciate the job, and it's all that focus of really starting to feel this week, feeling your way into things and living your life with both feet in, committing fully to being here. So I feel this is about energy of expressing yourself, feeling your way through the week, being open to seeing things in a different way and feeling things in a different way, in a more positive, more heartfelt way. But we're going to take a look at the rest of the energies coming in. All right. So what does Libra need to know, please? What does Libra need to know here this week? I'm getting a bit tongue-tied. I've done that many today, all 12. So what does Libra need to know as we're moving into the week of Monday, the 16th of June? What are the energies? What does Source want them to know? Okay, let's have a look. Your first card out, Libra, is the Hanged Man. So, you know what? You could be in a place this week, starting the week off, today, tomorrow, with the Hanged Man. And this is all about the energy of feeling like something could be a sacrifice. Is it too much of a sacrifice to open my heart, to allow love in, to appreciate what will happen if I open myself up? And the Hangman is a card of limbo and sacrifice. So there's a little bit of a gap here. So Monday, you know, I'm wondering if it's worth the sacrifice. Is it worth me opening up my heart? Is there some situation here that you're waiting for? Something is not happening. Something is holding you in suspense. Something is holding you in this energy of gap. But it's about seeing the bigger picture. And if you can move towards appreciation, you can move towards love, then that gap will close very quickly. So maybe something that you've been waiting for, maybe there's a gap here between whatever you're wanting and it's showing up. And again, this is a card of contemplation. So this could be about opening your heart to looking at what you truly want now in your life. And then getting in there and jumping in with both feet. And, you know, commit to fully being here and being in the moment, I feel, Libra. So beginning of the week, a little bit of a hanging about situation, nothing much happening. The Page of Swords, opening your heart and opening your mind to new experiences and new ideas. This is a young energy. It's a very naive young energy. And the Page of Swords is the energy of, you know, being here, standing on the outside, having a little look around, weighing up the situation. It's full of ideas. It's full of inspiration, but it's communication. This could be a message, a call, a text that's going to spring you into some new ideas, spring you forward with some new ways of doing things. That sword is about truth and wisdom as well. So it's calling on you for that as well this week, Libra. And it is your sign as well, your energy, the swords. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Right. I feel here, Libra, you're missing out on something here. I feel you're not living life to the full. I feel you're not opening your heart, not opening your mind, and you're not jumping into something fully here. And the Hanged Man is saying you're waiting for a good time. Is there something that you feel it's too much of a sacrifice to do it? I'll get hurt again. I don't want to be in the place of being hurt and being through pain again. That's why I'm not forgiving fully. And I feel that with the Hanged Man, you've got to start looking at the bigger picture this week. You've got to see the peripheral view of this, the wider, broader prospect of something here. And look at the bigger picture. Because that Page of Swords is saying all it needs is you to want to begin again, to want to start again, to get the inspired ideas, to get your mind moving in that direction and taking this new path. But being a little bit cautious. This page is always a little bit cautious as well. And he always takes his time. He doesn't speak a lot. He's up in his head. So again, you know, with the Five of Coins, there's some challenge here, practically, financially, emotionally. You're on the outside looking in. Live your life. You're looking in. You're holding yourself in suspension because you feel it's too much of a sacrifice. Could be involving a younger energy, a childlike energy here as well. But you're missing out and you're looking at something from the outside viewpoint here. This is a card of you know, hardship, bankruptcy, loss. It's challenging emotionally, it's challenging. She's there outside the window, she's looking in where the warmth is, where the food is, where the abundance is. There's coins in the window. They can see that these people have got it all here. They've got a very comfortable setup, a beautiful, and there she is out in the snow, out in the winter, out in the cold. But with the Six of Coins, this is the five, and with the Six of Coins, there is always hope, there is charity, there is support. So I do feel that you're choosing to be on this outside, this situation. And what would happen if you opened your heart and fully experienced and appreciated something? What would happen then? All right. So, you know, I just feel that this is your challenge this week, this conflict between the practical and the financial. You may be going through a tough time. And the Death cards come. There's some major transformation that needs to come, Libra. And I feel all it takes is a little shift in you and your emotions and opening up your heart. I feel that's all it's going to take. You know, and not just to step a little way. Try, even if you haven't got much, try and give something, a kind word, a kind smile, an offering, a loaf of bread, whatever. Try and do something from a point of appreciation and live your life with purpose. You know, it's time to get in your mind and decide that I'm going to live my life fully. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to live it. I just feel like you're holding back, but this week needs to see this change. It needs to bring in this energy. Now, Death is here as the great transformer. Death transforms. It takes you from a point of pain into a point of no pain. It transitions from one energy into another. But Death is like number 4. So, because it's number 13. Let me break that down into numerology. It's a 4. We want an expansion and we're wanting stability. But something here is all dependent this week on how you see it, how you view it. Are you going to continue to be in this conflict, in this challenge of being on the outside, always looking in? Are you holding back? Do you feel it's too much of a sacrifice? You know, the Page of Swords is saying a communication coming that's going to put you on a new path where your thinking is concerned. Maybe it's you that needs to get on that. But Death is saying definitely an ending to something here, definitely some transformation. But we're going to clarify. Why is the Hanged Man here, please? 2 cards. So we have the Knave of Wands and we have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is a card of success and a card of victory. It also relates to transport. It is number 7. So this is about, take a moment. Hold yourself in suspension. Nothing is shifting right now. Nowhere needs to be moved to immediately. Just hold yourself in that energy. And while you're in that energy, start to come from a point of appreciation. Open your heart to people, to things, to you, to life. Start to do the work on that. Because the Knave of Wands is saying time for action, time to move forward. Communication that's coming in that's going to make you move forward. Now, this could be some news you're waiting for. Could be waiting to hear back on a job, a medical thing, from a partner, a friend, wherever this is. You're waiting to hear about something. It could be related to money in your practical situation. But this Knave of Wands said good news is on its way. And I want you to start to get excited. And I want you to take action and move in the direction of that. Because some of you, it could be to do with travel, transport, cars, vehicles. But the Chariot is saying, you know what? It's time to move. This is a card of victory and success. It's also a number 7, which is reflect and review. So there's a little bit of that going on. And I feel this over this next week, Libra, you're going to be taking a look at your life. You're going to be looking at it in a different way. I feel for a lot of you, Librans, you're going to be opening up. You're going to be opening yourself to better experiences. Because I feel you're either isolated, feel alone, or you're challenged financially and practically, or challenged emotionally. But the Chariot is a card of determination. It's a card of drive and ambition. And it says, you know what? Stand still for a moment. Reflect. Review where you've been. Reflect where you want to go. Get in the Chariot and drive yourself in that direction. But there is some communication that's going to shift this limbo card. It's going to feel like I don't have to sacrifice anything anymore. I don't have to make this choice here. I can choose to live my life with both feet in it instead of both feet out of it. Or one foot in. Sounds like the okey dokey, doesn't it? So the Page of Swords. Why is he here? So the Three of Wands. There is maybe some learning, some education. There's something going on here. But the Three of Wands is taking action to the expansion. Your ships are coming in. So I feel for a lot of you Librans, there's going to be some good news, going to be some good energy coming around you over the next 7 days. And this one's coming round about, I would say, Tuesday into Wednesday sort of energy. But the Three of Wands is certainly, you may come across some information that's going to expand you in some way, all right? But the Three of Wands is definitely about making a decision and moving forward. The 2 is the decision, the 3 is the expansion. So again, 3s are cards of movement. They're all cards of move because they flow through the numbers. But this is about expanding in to something else, something that you're willing to take action on. So once you get that thought and that idea in your head, you're going to move forward with it. So it looks like the week might be starting off with a bit of an edge to it here, Libra, but it's going to really shift as the week moves on. So why is the 5 of Pentacles here? So this is going to be a challenge this week because it's numbered 5. So I feel with this 5 of coins, temperance. So again, it's balancing. This is a card of Sagittarius. You're wanting freedom. You want emotional freedom, financial freedom, practical freedom here. But temperance is saying it's about rebalancing. It's about having that perfect flow. And temperance can be a card of freedom. As I said, it's Sagittarius. So again, we're trying to break free from something. But I feel you've got to go with the emotions and open yourself up to allow all this energy to come in. But temperance said there's definitely some healing. There's some rebalancing going on here. Now, this is numbered 14. And so 4 and a 1 make a 5. So there's some challenges here emotionally. And again, it comes down to a 5 and a 5. But you're going to heal from this. You're going to rebalance this. You're going to make this good. I don't feel for a lot of you that this is financial or practical. I feel that this is more emotional, and coins can be emotion. I can read my tarot any way I want to. That's the beauty of tarot. It's, you know, I know all the meanings, and I'm guided by my intuition and source. So, but death is coming to say something's ending, something's over, something's got to go, something's dead in the water, you know, time to put the coffin lid on and screw it down. You know, this situation, this isolation, this challenge, this conflict, this practical energy, you know, the lack is leaving because you're healing and you're rebalancing and you're coming back to you. The Fool. Yeah, so we have death and we have the Fool. Now, the Fool is numbered 0 because you're an eternal being. You can't get it wrong and you can never get it done. But the Fool says, take a leap of faith. Take a jump. Follow your energy this week because this is putting you on a new path where you're excited, you're eager, you're ready to take that leap of faith, you're ready to jump in, you're ready to start anew, you're ready to go for it. And I do feel over this next 7 days, even if things don't change dramatically for you, I feel there will be some major breakthrough, some major shift that's moving you from stagnant energy. So long as you can get past the fact that, you know, I don't want to be this happy soul. I don't want to be in life with both feet, because when I open myself up, I get hurt, I get disappointed. You know, if we can shift through that, if we can move through that energy, you're going to come out the week with a really brand new journey and a whole new beginning for you. So you're working towards something here, Libra. But you've got to be all in. You have to go all in with it, and you have to feel it, and you have to get excited for it and not worry about, you know, how it's going to affect you financially or practically. There is support out there. There is help on its way, and I feel that you're ready now to make some major changes in your life. Okay. Where your health's concerned with death, maybe you've had some challenges and it's affected you financially and practically. Well, that's coming to an end, because there's good news and there's a new beginning coming. So for a lot of you, there's going to be some real lovely change coming over this week. We have venture. So nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right. So this card is saying, you know what? Go on that journey. Take that inspired thought with the page. Get them new ideas. Get that new inspiration. Come out of this place of being unstuck. You know, you'll never, ever gain anything if you don't venture into something. So you have to go on this journey. You have to go in this venture, and you have to open your heart. Now, Flavia Kate Peters, who created the Fairy Godmother deck, which is these cards, always gives a little poem that goes with this. And I love to read these because I think these really bring the card to life. Very clever idea that she's had doing this. So I'm going to read this card to you, this little poem that goes with this. So, in a land far, far away, a whisper beckons, come and stay. 'Tis dream's desire that lures you so, and quite right too, for you must go. To seek without, then seek within. Direction points the way to win. And the way you win is to open up your heart, feel love and feel appreciation. And that's about you this week, Libra. So I'm going to pull you a card. Sorry, I've just moved my camera again. It's on very, very wobbly ground, this camera today. I think it's done. I'm going to get a new one. It's sorry about this. Bear with me. I just need to put this leg out a little bit more just to create that extra bit of stability there. No, it's the wrong one. All right, that should be it. Just create that extra little bit of stability with my stand. All right, so we're going to pull you a Work Your Light Oracle card. We're going to see what you need to work on. What is the overarching energy in this reading for you, Libra? What is the overarching energy here? I feel this week, Libra, is more about your emotions than about your mind. Okay, not many swords, just the one. So the overarching energy for Libra. Can we have a card, please? They don't want to jump out. They've been jumping out all afternoon and now they're not. Overarching card. Get grounded. All right. So this one is empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Get grounded. And again, when we ground ourselves, we take ourselves into nature, we become still, we become quiet. We open up our heart. We open up that energy of receiving and giving. And so I feel that's where you need to be. You're going to have to get grounded this week. You're going to have to, I mean, you are a lot up in your head, Libra, but so you're going to have to quieten your mind this week. But I just feel emotionally, you need to bring it back to you. You need to come back to this place of stillness in order for you to open up that heart and open up that energy. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me to keep bringing free content. If you would like to book a private reading with me and get more information on your reading, then you can, if you're viewing this on Facebook, you can give me a shout out. You can DM me. If you're looking at it on YouTube, then you can click on the bookings link and I'll see you on your reading. So take care, Libra. Have a great week. Let me know. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this works out for you. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.